Jump the queue, mistaken for a disabled child. I'm 26 now, but when I was a young lad, 10-ish, along with my younger brother, 6-ish, and younger sister, 4-ish, were taken to Disneyland in Florida by my dad and his wife. Before making the once-in-a-lifetime journey from England, my dad did a little research about the attractions and rides. As it happened, I was just over 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters for mainland Europeans, too short for the bigger and better rides. This being a once-in-childhood type of trip, my dad and I agreed I should try to make the most of it and somehow ride the best rides. A few days after realizing I was too short, which was pretty upsetting to 10-year-old me, my dad called me up to his home office. He had the tape measure and some Jenga blocks in his hands. I grabbed my shoes, put a few blocks in each and measured myself. I was over the height restriction for the good rides. I was over the moon. When we packed our suitcases for the flight from Manchester, England to Florida, I made sure to add a good 20 Jenga blocks to my suitcase. First day in the Magic Kingdom I wanted to ride, if I remember correctly, was the Indiana Jones roller coaster. My dad and I went to the restroom just before the roller coaster and added a few blocks to each shoe. A slight hiccup on the mastermind plan revealed itself as I limped out of the restroom. I hadn't tried to walk on top of these Jenga blocks back in England, I just stood on them. At best they made me look like I had shit myself, and at worst made me look like I had a physical disability. We already had fast passes to the ride, so as we were walking up the fast pass queue, a member of staff noticed my limp and asked me kindly if I wanted to go right to the front. A green, wet behind the ears 10-year-old me of course agreed and went straight to the front. I passed the height test and enjoyed the ride. This happened a few more times at other rides and parks. It was only a few years later I realized they only let me to the front of the queue because they thought I had a disability. My dad must have known but still allowed it. Regardless, it was an amazing holiday and vacation, the best 2 weeks of my young childhood.